Hello everyone, and welcome to your second royal reading of today. It's Wednesday, and just to remind you, if you haven't watched the previous reading that I uploaded today, I am going to be away for a few days helping with the cleanup operation after the fire, and so I might not get around to doing any readings for a few days. So if I disappear, don't worry, that's what's happening in my life. But I have got the Urban Tarot on the tarot table for this second reading of today, because we're dealing with a sort of urban legend, a strange and insistent story that goes round and round and round and round, and that is about the state of the Wales' marriage. Despite the evidence of our eyes, we are constantly being told that they are splitting. And the latest, very bizarrely, showed up on my phone after an update, a software update. When I opened my phone up again, there in some new news platform that my provider thought that I should be subscribed to, which I hadn't subscribed to, in very ill-written English, definitely not its first language, was an article about the BAFTAs, as if the BAFTAs hadn't yet happened, saying that Catherine would be going on her own to the BAFTAs because the marriage is ended. William would be a no-show, and Catherine would be wearing something very specifically to indicate the marriage was over. Well, we all know that William was in fact at the BAFTAs, there very much by her side. They looked very loved up. She even tapped him on the bottom. And so what is going on? I have read on this before, the possible origins of these rumors. There are certain platforms where these rumors show up. Over and over, the same posters, over and over, relentlessly and insistently claim that the marriage is over. It's a sham, and it's all done, and say dreadful and defamatory things about William, which I'm not going to repeat here on this channel. And there he's shown up in the Chariot, interestingly. As I say, William, there's the Cancerian card. So we're going to do a little 5-card reading. We're going to go check in and see where's this all coming from and why. Why now? Why is it needed to pretend and to obsessively claim that the Wales' marriage is over? And is it the power of magical thinking? Is it... How obsessive is this, and how basically somewhat unhinged is it to be insistent like this against the evidence that we can all see? That's what I want to know, is the hidden energy of this reading. What is motivating this person, whoever this person is, and we say that for legal reasons, to do this? And the outcome, is it, what impact, if at all, is it having on the Wales' marriage? Do they care? Do they mind? Do they laugh about it? Do they ignore it? Are they secretly talking to their lawyers because they really are getting divorced? I'm being sarcastic, and let's remind you, this is just a tarot reading for entertainment purposes. It's all gossip, it's all opinion, it's all rumor. We read on the royals because it's archetypal, and we can apply lessons that we learn from them to our own lives. And there is a disclaimer in the box below, and it's very important in this reading that I state that there is a disclaimer, and please read it, and please form your own opinions and realize that I am just reading energy in through tarot cards. So I'll explain the cards as I go along. I have more or less. We've got an interesting card that has come out as the underlying energy. It's the Knight of Wands. And the Knight of Wands is the creature in the tarot who is famous for his infidelity. The rock star, it's called, and rock stars are notorious for their infidelity. But that is what we're dealing with. We're dealing with somebody. And we've got a 3 of Swords over here as well, just to remind us that we're dealing with alleged heartache and betrayal and all the things that the 3 of Swords represents, but it's in reverse. The rock star, the Knight of Wands, is the it's a very sexual energy. It's a philanderer. It's a rolling stone, quite literally. And so, okay, that's what we're talking about. We're talking about this rumor, this speculation that this is how Prince William lives his private life, and that it has affected his marriage. Rumor. So, heart of the reading, that is our underlying energy. Heart of the story. What is going on with these obsessive rumors? It's the Ace of Swords. It is trying. It's interesting that ace is pointing down, because the Ace of Swords is all about clarity and truth and justice and ideas. And okay, from now on, this is the idea that we're going to follow, and to have clarity about, and be intelligent about, and be shrewd about, and carry forward. It's the thought process that we're going to carry forward, that clarity, that vision, even you could say. Somebody is very insistent on this narrative going on and on and on and on and on, because swords are words and rumors. They can be, especially a sword pointing down. It's rather poisonous. That goes round and round and round and round, and every time you think it's stopped, it comes again and it starts again. Aces are beginnings, so it restarts and it restarts and it restarts very emphatically, very deliberately. So let's see who is behind this rumor, these rumors, because they come in various guises. They repeat. Well, yeah, okay. We've got a very powerful answer here with the Sun card, and the Sun represents a Leo, and we all know who the Leo is. That is pretty obsessed with the Waleses. So there we have the answer. We have the shadow aspect of the Sun, of the Leo energy. Very clear answer. Sun upright is light, is illumination, is clarity. It's very much like the Ace of Swords, actually, and it's about putting light on something and defining it and illuminating it so that you can all see it. But when the card is in the reverse, it's shadows and obfuscation and hiding in the shadows, which is exactly what's going on here. Somebody hiding in the shadows and sending out these messages relentlessly and obsessively, in my opinion, to cause trouble. And Sun is, of course, ego. As well, a healthy ego when it's upright. Everybody has to have ego. You can't live your life without some form of ego. But in the reverse, it's ego that has gone mad. It is destructive ego. It can be things like narcissism, toxic ego. It's very destructive. The Sun has a lot of power in it. It's nuclear. Its force is nuclear. And when that goes into its shadow aspect, our Sun, for instance, one day is going to destroy our planet. And it's that level of toxicity and negativity that we are dealing with, in my opinion. The energy that I am intuiting off these cards in this tarot reading. And so why? Why is it necessary to do this and now? What is going on? We have got the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. Very interesting. The Gourmet Chef, ignore that. Knight of Pentacles is Harry. That's Harry, the Earth sign prince, but he's in reverse. So there is a problem with him. A problem possibly with a relationship with him that is not progressing. He in his life is not progressing. He is not making the headway that was assumed he would make in California, in America, with all his deals, his book, and the chimpo and everything else he's involved in. He was going to be doing speaking gigs and earning tons of money. But it's not happening. So it's not happening at a personal level for Harry, and I'm not implicating Harry in this necessarily at all. I'm just saying that his energy is blocked, and it might be frustrating the Leo and making the Leo act up. The fact that this path is blocked. So two paths are blocked. His own personal path is blocked, but them as a couple and their progress in what they are trying to achieve in life is also blocked, and very frustrating energy coming off that card. Frustrated energy of just not able to manifest things, not being rich enough, successful enough, not being on that road to abundance that it was assumed they would be, not succeeding, failing, being stopped. And Resentment, I also think of his incompetence, his instability, his uselessness, his stupidity, all the things that we have seen him exhibit in his book. His book is testimony of his own personality. We can look at the book and we can judge him by the book, literally not by the cover of the book, although you can judge him by that cover too. But the contents of the book show that Knight of Pentacles in reverse. And so an ego that is dealing with that level of incompetence, of ineffectiveness, of petulance and all the rest of it. Knight of Pentacles always, I say, is petulant, it's grumpy, it's difficult, it sulks, is going to act out and is going to lash out and project somewhere else. This is my amateur armchair psychology. I'm not claiming to be an expert. Getting into the hidden motive of it now, the murkier energy of why, the level of obsession with this, because it is seeming to me to be obsessive. The fact that this just goes on and on and on against the evidence of our eyes. Why this obsession with the Wales' marriage? Why? You've got the Two of Swords in reverse. It's called peace here, the Two of Swords. I don't agree with that. It's about decisions, the Two of Swords. Twos are always about choice points, partnerships and choice points, and where you break off. And the desire here, in my opinion, is to force this relationship, the Wales relationship, into a crisis point, a choice to cut the relationship and leave the relationship. It really is showing me, because the two, as I say, the Two of Swords is a decision, a choice point, upright, not ready to make a decision, a difficult decision, can't quite see which way to go. In reverse, getting to that decision point and doing something that's difficult and saying, all right, I'm just going to, basically almost being in a trap, and now I'm going to have to cut my arm off to get out of the trap. You know, that kind of awful situation, ghastly things that happen to people. And it's that kind of energy, the intention, the hope that somebody is going to say, well, I'm just going to cut this relationship and I'm going to leave it, and be drawn towards that energy, that radiant light of the sun that's beaming away there, but it's the sun in reverse, the black hole of that sun that has imploded in its own ego, in my opinion. Heavy energy in this reading, let me tell you. Impact that this rumor mongering is having on the Wales' marriage, their relationship. Impact, if any. What's it doing to them? Yeah. Then we get a very powerful sun. The best sun of all is the star. It's promoted Catherine into a star. It's actually made William see her as a star, compared with that black hole over there. This is quite a profound reading from universe about what's going on. Very much that she is now in this very high energy. She is looked up to, almost in awe at her pure energy, very beautiful, luminous, spiritual, healthy. She's everything that is virtuous and good and lovely, and spiritual. Very important that you get that is spiritual. It actually has had quite a healing effect on their relationship, because the star is one of its very most important meanings is healing. So it has healed their relationship at some level. There might have been, every relationship, let's not say there might have been. Of course, there have been moments in that marriage, like there are moments in every relationship. And they've got through it. And they, ironically and bizarrely, are much stronger. And Catherine is much stronger in her marriage because of this. Crazy. Crazy. This doesn't see it though, because it can't see, because it's in darkness, consumed by this obsession. In my opinion, and this completely my opinion, this reading, for entertainment purposes. Hope you were entertained. That's it for now, and I will see you again when I can see you again.